Edinburgh, which is just a lovely, lovely place. As many of you in many of your countries have such beautiful places. There's so much to see here. It is cold, has been cold, kind of going to get warmer. Um, Looking forward to hit 50 degrees by the beginning of next week. I won't be able to see if you're on Facebook because when I travel, I have my iPad Pro and it probably can do it, but it's just a small, tiny little screen. So I'm going to ask the brand ambassadors if they would look to Facebook to make sure we're hearing your comments. Today, we're going to continue on. If you're looking at the color chart, we're going to continue with colors 41 to 60. So we'll show those. We'll talk about them. I'll tell you some stories about them. And then the brand ambassadors are going to be showing selected parts of those colors. And so the idea is that you're able to look up a lot of the information on your own, which is good. It gives you a major tool in your toolbox. You can hear some verbal information about it, maybe some specialty things about it, and then you can watch it. So we're trying to hit all the different ways to make it exciting. I did notice when Ethel and I were playing it with it today, there's a bug inside of the C Lab in terms of using the single pigment and displaying them on the spatial display, not for the drawdowns. That works great. So I'm gonna fix that. That'll be we'll get that fixed by next week. You probably didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. So anyway, if you notice something, please let me know. That'd be fantastic. This meeting's being recorded. Okay. All right. So Ethel is going to be sharing her screen. So we're going to start with Ethel.
Okay. Do you want to begin with the Excel sheet, John? Then on to C-Lab?
Yeah, let's do the Excel spreadsheet first.
Okay. And we start with the first color on top. There you go. Do we see this now?
Yeah, we can see it. It's probably some, there's more information there. There should be, there's something hidden. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just unhide. Hang on, sorry. On the far right, we have the temperature. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to post this so you'll be able to have this. This is the next 20 colors we're going to be looking at. And they are Rose Madder Permanent, Opera Pink, Potter's Pink, Quinacridone Pink, Quin Rose, Quin Lilac, Quin Magenta, Pyro Crimson, Quinacridone Fuchsia, Mayan Violet, Bordeaux, Permanent Violet, Quinacridone Violet, Paraline Violet, Cobalt Violet Deep, Wisteria, Ultramarine Red, Rose of Ultramarine, Quinacridone Purple, Imperial Purple, Purprite Genuine, Ultramarine Violet, Amethyst Genuine, and Carbazole Violet. Okay, so those are the colors. Here, for example, if you look at this spreadsheet, you get this by going to danielsmith.com community. And what's the next link after that, Ethel? After community, is it John or is it weekly?
John's resources.
John's resources. Thank you. So John's resources, and then you could pick the spreadsheet. Do you want to come back to that, Ethel? Come back to the spreadsheet. So Ethel's in the Philippines, I'm in Scotland, and the rest of you are everywhere else in the world. It's amazing that this wireless stuff can handle this. So if we look at the first one.
Do you want me to go to the color story?
Why don't we go all the way over so they see the first one to begin with? So go all the way to the left. That's how you would see it online. So this is Rose Madder Permanent. We used to have Rose Madder. Rose Madder is a metal halide that goes over a fugitive dye, and we just had issues with it. So we made Rose Madder Permanent, which uses quinacridone yellow. It uses quinacridone red and quinacridone magenta, so very high performance pigments. So it's a very, very stable color that matches the Rose Madder Genuine, but it's called Rose Madder Permanent because it's not made with that that dye. You can see its properties, and then if we go over to the right, you can fast pass. So this is one way to get to the color story. You can also just go to color stories under the John link that we talked about. It'll have a thing called color stories. It has all the color stories, but this is a fast path for this one. Next to it is information from Ron. So this is a perfect replacement for Rose Madder Genuine with excellent light fastness, because Rose Madder Genuine, the genuine color, was fugitive, and it is within the cool quadrant. And you'll see the majority of everything we're going to look at today is in the cool quadrant, except for the Potter's Pink is in the warmest. So you can see there, I put it in the quadrant for you.
Potter's Pink warm.
And
Pyro
you want to go
Crimson.
over one of the quinacridones. I have my list here.
Is it quinacridone violet, John? It's noted as warm.
Yeah, it should be two of the violets are going to be in the
And
warmest.
Caroline violet too.
Yeah, Pearline Violet, Cobalt Violet, and if we go down, it might
Three
be,
of them.
okay, that's it.
Four. Yeah.
So a total of 4.
Mhm. Actually,
So the rest are cool. Sometimes they're right on the line,
five.
but they're still within the cool quadrant.
From this batch
Okay.
on, you have 5 warm color, including the Pyro Crimson.
5 of the warmest.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to shut down, Ethel, the light fastest, the staining, the granulation, transparent, available,
Okay.
please?
So you want me to go to C-Lab now? Or stay here?
No, I think we'll just hide this for a second so
Okay.
people can see more information.
Okay, hide and then we go to C-Lab.
Okay.
So we try to navigate it as if you are with me and John. So from community, you can go to weekly live demos and then click John's resources. We're back here and we go into C-Lab.
So Ethel's going to show you the ones that we've already put in. You want to show the drawdowns, Ethel?
Sure. So the way to do it is we've identified 5. Let's go to search and filter. And then go down. Let me hide my. Can you all see this below? There's temperature.
Yep.
And then we select warmest.
Ooh.
Yeah. This, like, at one glance, we all see the warm colors.
That's wonderful.
There's, I can see on top, there's tiny number here, but once you select warmest, over here, it tells us that we have 117 colors considered warmest. The number is here on top, 117. So it should be able to show. How come it's not showing the list here? It was single pigment that was showing everybody. So what we're gonna do is type in, we select the colors. The first one was, our warmest is Opera Pink, Potter's Pink.
What Potter's Pink?
Potter's Pink. So we type in Potter's Pink.
There it is.
Yeah. And then we add, next is, anyone can help me? Because I'm switching like screens.
Quinacridone Violet.
Is Pyro Crimson and then Quinacridone
Yes.
Violet. Pyro Crimson. Pyro Crimson. You see pyrocrimson here,
Not yet.
and then the other one is quinacridone violet. I didn't, sorry. We have to click on compare. And then we add quinacridone violet. Maybe we do 3, John, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, 2 is probably good enough.
Okay. And
And then
then,
if you wanted to, you could also, as Ethel could show, you could hover over any of them to pick the color. It'll show you the name, and you would just click on it.
like, this is quinacridone violet here. Add to compare.
So there's
So I've
multiple ways of doing
selected
it.
2.
Yep.
Okay. I've selected 11 already. Oops, I'm gonna have fuchsia.
That's fine. It still shows what we want, Ethel. So what this allows you to do is to pick whatever colors you want that you might be interested in, and then you can actually see them. By double click on these, it'll not only show you a larger one, it'll show you the color story of this particular one, but you can see the different pigment that it's composed of. For example, quinacridone burnt scarlet is pigment red 202. I can't read it. 206. And you can see
Make it bigger. Here.
So you can see the information here that if Ethel double clicks on one of them.
Like this. Yeah.
Sure,
goes-
anyone. Yeah.
Let's say the single pigment. Can I do kin violet?
Anyone.
Okay. Here.
Okay. So now it'll bring you to see a bigger drawdown,
Mhm.
and it'll tell you the color story. And if Ethel keeps on going down, if it's a series of What Color Wednesday, you can see the side-by swatches of similar colors that you may say, oh, I also like, maybe I do like Bordeaux. Maybe that's interesting to me. Or Cobalt Violet Deep or Wisteria. These are colors we're all looking at. We're looking at many of these today, by the way. Okay. So it's just a series of nested tools that takes you as far as you want to go, and gives you as much information as you want to have. So let's go back to the Excel spreadsheet for just a moment, please.
And go back to Excel. There you go.
And let's close down the light stain, the staining. All I want to do is read the story. So let's shut down everything up to the color story link. We'll just keep the name and hide everything else.
Hide it up to here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
So let's look at the first 5, and then we will go and the brand ambassadors have very graciously, we're going to show how the colors look. So quickly, Rose Madder Permanent, perfect replacement for Rose Madder Genuine and excellent light fastness. Opera Pink, beautiful pink for flowers, but it's light fast. And Potter's Pink, delicate earthy red color from the ceramic industry. Quinacridone Pink, beautiful pink. Quinacridone pigment, light fast and transparent. That's kind of a hallmark of the quinacridones, is that they can stain, but still be transparent. Quinacridone Rose, excellent rose color. Quinacridone pigment, light fast and transparent. Quinacridone Rose PV19 is the same pigment as, well, it's within the same pigment category as the red and the violet. However, they have different alpha and beta particles, which give them a different color. Okay, so why don't we look at how those are being used? So we'll flip to the artist using the methyl.
Yeah, we
John,
start
I
with
have-
cell. Sorry, was that?
Oh, sorry, I just have a question about the opera pink where it says light
Yep.
fastness equals 4. Are the numbers the 4 is high or low?
No, opera pink, we only have two fugitive colors. Alizarin crimson, which is a coal tar derivative, and it's a 4. It's probably 15 to 22 years in light. It'll be longer if you put it behind UV glass, etc. But it's a fugitive color, and many artists use it because the masters used it. And then opera pink is also a fugitive color. There's a different, however, with the opera pink. While the fluorescent part of the opera pink, which makes it very bright, it's a fluorescent. Fluorescence never lasts long. But underneath the fluorescent is quinacridone magenta. So even when the fluorescent portion went away, the magenta would still be there.
Okay, so it's still
Yeah.
okay to use then, because I love
Yeah,
opera
you-
pink, and that's what I
yeah,
wondered.
You might just lose the fluorescent if it's in, bright light without any protection. About 20 years, you're going to see it can go away, but you'll see
Okay.
the magenta will still be there. So it won't
Okay.
be like you'll see white paper. You'll
All right.
end up seeing the magenta.
Okay, thank you.
Great question. Thank you.
John, first BA to
Yes.
share. If you start with Rose of Ultramarine, we're gonna put in Spotlight Stella.
All right, Stella.
Okay, here I am.
I will put it on Spotlight.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Okay, I chose 5 colors today, and thus are Rose Madder Permanent, Quinacridone Fuchsia, I know, can pronounce it, Mayan Violet, Quinacridone Purple, and Garbanzo Violet. Those are the 5 colors I chose to paint with today and demonstrate them. Why I chose them? Because I like from the warmest to the coolest. That is how I tried a lot of them, the 21s, and how to choose one. I'm not one to do really perfect swatches, nor I paint perfectly neat. Everybody knows that I love to paint loose. So what I would like to show is they remind me very much about, and I'm still emotionally attached to Bulgaria because every summer I spend there for 16 years, and this reminds me of spring. All those fields of poppies and wild lupin. The lupin has all of these colors. That's why I chose that to show you what I can do with them. And for me, temperature is a very important thing, because when the light hits, depending on the angle of the flower, they're always warm and cool and darks and light. So that is what I'm playing with. And so I will start with Quinacridone Purple, which is really not the coolest of what I have. And I will add to that immediately a little darker and the Garbanzo that will show which one of those is inside and outside. And of course, I will loosen up. There are some of them are very strong, and going further, the light will hit more and it will get warmer and warmer. And so I will put a lot more of the red, and I will put a lot of red into here. They are very, very, and I paint very spontaneously and very with a lot of pigment. And on the very top, all of them will have a lot of light, and it will get warmer and warmer and warmer. And the next one, I will start from a little into here, get a little from the darker again under there. I will connect them. They're beautiful, beautiful wild lupin. The name is Ralica in Bulgarian, and that is a woman's name. Many women have this names after flowers. My painting always are done at the very end. So this I would like to be a little behind this flower. And then I will have some that are also behind, and you don't see them that much. And all of these colors shimmer under light. The light for me is the most important thing, and that is how I choose my colors when I paint, because the light is what changes color, and that is what I enjoy mostly showing in my painting, how the light changes the local color. And I have all those beautiful colors in my puzzle to explain that.
Beautiful.
Of course,
Okay. Stella,
yes.
we're gonna have, I already put in frame Angela's cam for the next set of colors. John, over to you.
Okay.
So we're going to come back to Stella and each artist at the end, so we can see their piece. They've been very kind because it's a very small window to be able to show 20 colors. I think if it's all right, I'm going to probably cut down a little bit on mine and maybe just tell you the special story, because I think by now most of you know how to look up the material. So why don't we start with Angela? You're next.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you,
So
John.
let's see, Angela.
yes, I loved the way Stella introduced her colors and the warm
Beautiful. Yeah.
of that. I loved it. Thank you, Stella. The
Yep.
colors I chose, two of them are in my dot card, which are the opera pink. This one, you were explaining about the fugitive, how fugitive or not fugitive it is, but I love it. It's one of my favorite colors, and I was swatching it. And here I mixed, I did 3 mixes with the opera pink. But let me tell you first the colors. The other one that is also my dot card is the rose of ultramarine. I just love the mixture that it creates and how it separates when you add water. You can more or less see here with the swatches, here from darker to lighter. Here, Perylene Violet is a beautiful, beautiful dark. I love that one. And when you put water, you see what effect it makes, and it's very good to make shadow parts or dark places. It mixes wonderfully. This is the Pyrrole Crimson, which is a very intense color, very intense. John, I get this is not transparent, is it?
No.
It's very,
Yeah.
yeah. And the other one, the last one is the Potter's Pink. This is a very delicate color, very delicate, and it granulates beautifully. Can you see the granulation here?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's an incredible granulation. I love this color. It's very soft though. So the mix is here. This one is a Potter's Pink with opera pink. It is very light, a very light mix. Here the two colors mixed together, so it's a very nice soft mix. Here is the rose of ultramarine, which combines perfectly with the opera pink. The two of them are like cousins, and they like each other very much. Perylene Violet here with opera. Here, I don't know, I put a lot of color to see what effect it did, and we can see here, funny, funny combination. I like that because Perylene goes well with many colors. And the last mix I did was Potter's Pink with Perylene. And here the two
Nice.
of them, the granulation of both combined so well. Potter's Pink, it's my favorite mix actually.
It's very nice.
Angela, what was the 2 that are on your dot card? The opera pink, and what was the
And
other?
the rose of ultramarine.
Very nice.
Yeah. I
Beautiful
love
swatches.
So, and then, so these are my 5 colors, and now, while others are presenting, I will start to paint something with these colors. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Angela. We'll have
Do you want to go
Ashley.
back to we'll come back to Ashley. Ashley, we'll be right back with you. Can you go back to the spreadsheet one more time?
Okay, sure. I'll do a share
Please.
screen. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so we saw Potter's Pink, and we went through,
Rose
so I don't
Madder.
think we did through Rose Madder, quinacridone magenta, superb magenta. It's a quinacridone pigment, so light, fast, and transparent. The Pyro Crimson, that's a deep Pyro Crimson color, light, fast. Quinacridone Fuchsia, quinacridone pigment, bridging the
Purple.
Quin Magenta and the Quin Violet.
Mhm.
And Quin Fuchsia, we did that. Mayan Violet, Mayan Blue Genuine being using a light fast violet with a special clay. So we do have Mayan Blue Genuine, but that has a pedigree. It's actually exactly what the Mayans used. So we don't call these other Mayan colors genuine because the Mayans did not use these. Same process, but they did not use them, so we do not call them genuine. Bordeaux is a great bluish violet, is light fast. And permanent violet, it's a quinacridone violet. Lost my place. Yeah, quinacridone violet, which is it's quinacridone violet, very popular, intense violet color, light fast and transparent, which is the quinacridones. It's one of their trademarks, being transparent but also staining. Okay, so why don't we go to Ashley?
Okay. Put in spotlight. There you go.
Awesome. Hello.
Hello.
I feel like I got the prettiest colors today. No offense, everybody else, but I'm kind of biased. So first we have Cobalt Violet, and I feel like this is an underrated color. It does take a little bit to wake up from the pan. It's good to use it straight from the tube, I feel like. But as you can see, I have woken it up. It's awake. It's playing today. So we've got Cobalt Violet here at the top, and look at that gorgeous granulation. Look at that. Very beautiful. It's a very like pinky purple. The next one's Ultramarine Red, also hard to wake up like my teenager. But you know, a little bit of water, just like my teenager, and it wakes up eventually. That one's got a little bit of granulation as well. And then the next one, Imperial Purple. And here I'm using the stick for this one. I'm just impressed with these sticks and how easily they wake up. And as you can see, I've cut it and put it in the pan. Imperial Purple, as it like the more water you use, as it dries, you start to get this separation. And so you start to get kind of the purple, but you also get that really pretty pink. I don't know if you can see the little pinks in here. My little swatch.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Nice.
Wisteria. Wisteria. Everybody loves this color. A little bit, I consider it a little bit opaque. I don't think it's technically considered an opaque, but if you paint with it, you know what I'm talking about. Such a pretty color. And the last one, Amethyst Genuine. And this one's got the sparkle going on. I think one of these here rocks is amethyst. Who knows? But yeah, it's a Primatech, comes from actual minerals, which is really cool. Really quick, amethyst. This was done on watercolor ground on canvas, and I was able to achieve all these darks. They look black almost. Anything on here that looks black, that's amethyst. So it's got a really great mass tone.
Wait,
So I've used all of
That's a
these.
canvas, Ashley?
It is. It's a canvas board. I can't flip it over and show you, but it's a
That's-
watercolor canvas panel. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Nice. Love those eyes.
Yeah, impressive. The whole cat.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So Ethel, let's go back to the spreadsheet one more time.
Okay.
Ashley, which ground did you use?
This is just the titanium white.
Thank you.
And I actually did sand it a little bit after I painted it on. I kind of used a really fine grit.
Okay, so Rose of Ultramarine. Oh, there's ultramarine red. Ultramarine red is the reddest of the ultramarine pigments. It's light, fast, and transparent. So these are notes from my chemist. And then we have the story. You can read the story as well, which is online. I'm going to post these so you can have these if you want them. Rose of Ultramarine, excellent granulation, gives rose and blues and every color in between. It's light, fast. Quinacridone purple. Quinacridone purple is a must color for watercolor artists. Light, fast. It's one of his favorites. It's amazing he doesn't do that about every color. Imperial purple, I like as well, which is online. I'm going to post these so you can have these if you want. It's great granulation and light fastness. One of the brand ambassadors had the Imperial purple. See, the purprite is a mineral purprite and is a more subtle violet with excellent granulation. And then ultramarine violet. It's a workhorse. Ultramarine violet has great color, light, fast, transparency. Amethyst genuine, which you just saw. Mineral amethyst, it's more vibrant than purprite with excellent granulation and light fastness. And the Corbazole violet, which Stella was using, I believe, is the darkest violet, makes beautiful thin washes, great color, and light fastness. So now we'll go back.
Do you want us to share? I see Stella's flowers, so that was quick, John. In full bloom now.
I think we'll have time to go back to every artist and have them talk more about the colors and what they're painting. We have more time than I thought we were going to have.
Well, we have one more set, John,
Yep.
by Carrie.
Yep, good.
Okay, for the Carrie.
Someone
Oh.
has the Facebook on, I think, because we can hear the John's voice in the background.
Now, let me see who's. Okay, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Let me see who's. No. Okay, it's gone now.
Okay, I have, are we good?
We're good.
Okay, so I have Quinn Pink,
Good.
Quinn Rose, Quinn Lilac, and Quinn Magenta and Bordeaux. I paint very realistically normally, so I'm normally looking for non-granulating colors, and all of these fit that bill. I love the quinacridones. They're just wonderful to work with and kind of the life of the party, kind of like the phthalos. So those are swatched out here. Here they are in a smaller swatch, and then I just kind of mixed the two together. They're also all these four. Bordeaux is a semi-transparent, but the rest of these are all transparent. And then here they are swatched together. So I mixed each, the Quinn Pink with the Bordeaux. So I did the Bordeaux, and then I did them with the magentas, and then I did the Quinn Magenta and the Bordeaux together. So they're just rich and beautiful. And I just wanted to show a little painting that has some of these colors in there and a lot of the colors that I watched today.
Beautiful.
I do a lot of light bulbs. And so this has a lot of the Carbazole violets, the Quinn Magentas, Opera Pinks, Quinn Rose. So those colors are in this little painting. So I just wanted to show that.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Those, so that's Carrie's set of pinks and reds. Do you want us to go back to Stella's frame, John?
That'd be fantastic. And then we'll come back to each one. That'd be fantastic. Oh, Stella, that's awesome. Very nice.
That's beautiful, Stella.
Wow, Stella, that's gorgeous.
Reminds me of hyacinths, right? Or
Is
or
it,
know
is
what
it
they're
Lizzie?
called. Beautiful.
I think Stella is trying to speak. Your mic is off. There.
They look way darker on the screen. They're much lighter, and I see them much lighter. And I used a little of turquoise green. Was it turquoise? It's ultramarine turquoise, because I love the adjacent colors with the purple and the green, and of course a little of complement yellow with the purple. But those colors for me just show everything that I would like to show, what the light does on the tulips. And some of them are very granulated. There is a granulation. Some of them are not. I love the granulation. I love that variety of not granulated and granulated colors. So I really enjoy the coolness, and we are talking that those colors are on the cooler side, but compared to each other, they are warm of them and cool, like we were talking about. So that is exactly everything that I enjoy doing in my paintings, to do the opposites, warm and cool. It's a very important thing, the temperature, to me.
Very nice, Stella.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So quick.
And then we have Angela. I think your mic is off, Angela. Yeah, it is off.
Yeah, okay, now you can.
Yeah.
Now I'm experimenting with the colors. I'm not doing a particular scene, but just mixing colors. And I started with a lovely color that I'm discovering. Actually, I didn't use it before, but the Potter's Pink, I really love it. And the Perylene Violet here.
Angela, sorry.
Yeah.
I think one of your other cam has the audio, has the mic on. It's picking up the audio from, it has an echo. Soft, but there's
an echo from me.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, that should be from the other camera.
Mine is from the other. I think it's not on.
The speaker. I think it's the speaker.
It's from the Facebook feedback.
Exactly, it's from the
Your
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
No, mine is not on. Someone else must be.
It sounds like Anna, maybe?
No, there's only two. Okay, it's gone now.
No, it's still there.
Still there.
I closed Facebook, so it cannot be.
Still there. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, the echo is still on, but anyway. So what I was saying is that I love this Potter's Pink and the mixture with the Perylene Violet. And here I want to do, as I did before, the mixes with the Perylene, and I want to experiment with all the colors and the Perylene Violet. This is a mixture of the Opera Pink and the Pyrrole Crimson. Here, it's two colors mixed, and I think they go so well together. So you know that I like abstracts, and here what I thought was that I would mix some white with, I'm going to experiment white with some of the colors, like here. White with opera, white with a red, I'm not sure it shows very much, but there is white. And here I have a neutral tint, which I want to add here to add to the darks. Neutral tint I will mix with the Perylene Violet. See how dark it gets. So that's my experimentation. When it dries a little bit, I might do something else.
Awesome.
And then John, we have Ashley
Thank you,
again.
Angela. Okay.
Then John, we have Ashley again.
I'm playing around with the watercolor stick for Imperial Purple. I put a little water on my palette, and you can really get a good wash out of that. But something that I did was took it wet, and this is I poured it onto my paper, so that's still drying. But I took it wet and I drew it across my paper, and I want to show you something that I really love to do. Let me center this a little better. See if we can. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a brush with water, and we're going to start to play. We're just going to move it across and watch it dance.
Did you paint your fingernails with it too, Ashley?
Whoa, no, my nails are as black as my soul. I love this color. If any of you don't have this color, you are missing out, and I will happily enable you, because do you see the pink that's starting to come out? It's so beautiful. So do what you gotta do. I mean, I've heard John say it before. That's why we have credit card. Just kidding. Horrible. Do not take financial advice from me. But do what you need to do. Don't get a candy bar at the gas station for the next week, and go get Imperial Purple. That's all I have to say.
That's cool.
I have a question, John, about the swatch right now, the Imperial Purple. What do you call that? I call it a color separation. And I'm curious, what would your vocabulary word be for that when you have a, multiple pigment color and it separates and pulls apart like that? What do you call it?
Yeah, I think separations is a good word to describe it.
Okay.
Like
Thank you.
cascade green.
Yes. Look how
And you can
beautiful.
see if you add water while it's drying, which I like to dip my hand in my water and just flick it on. Do you see that?
Yes.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
I like to see what these pigments can do in different stages of drying.
Thank you.
Very
And-
nice. Thank you, Ashley.
And then when I have
Okay.
Carrie.
I wanted to mention one of my favorite colors that is on my dot card. I have 2 or 3 of these from our swatch. I have the Wisteria, Opera Pink, and Bordeaux Carbazole Violet on my dot card from our swatches today. But one of the colors that I love to use, and I think I use it in just about every painting now, is the Wisteria. Is somebody else doing this one? Because I don't want to take it away from somebody if they're doing it. But I'll put a little on here. But the Wisteria is on here. And John will have to tell me, it's either a semi-opaque or a full opaque. Is it semi?
Yeah, it's not full.
It's a semi-opaque. But it's one of those colors, I call my colors, like the colors that can come in and take over versus the colors that, kind of recede. This is I call it kind of a bully color. It will take over. So I like to use it, it blends really nicely, and that's used a lot in this painting. It blends nicely with other colors. It plays well with friends, even though it can be a bully at times. So I'll
I
put
wonder
a little.
what would happen if you made Wisteria and Bismuth Vanadate Yellow fight. Who would win? Because they're both bullies.
I should pull my bismuth out. We can see. Yes, my card.
Carrie, that palette that you're using, is that a pillbox or is that made to be a palette?
This is actually, I got it at a hardware store in Japan. So I think it's made for bits and bobbles from your, screws and things like that. But I love it because it's got 7 little wells, so it's kind of like a pill container, but it hinges on the outside, which is important for me, not on the inside, so that I can open it and utilize the lid, because I don't really use a palette very much anymore to like, mix on. I mix on my paper a lot, so let's try that with the bismuth vanadate. I'm gonna get some off my dot card right here. Bismuth vanadate is an opaque. I'm gonna get some off my dot card right here. Bismuth vanadate is an opaque. So let's let them mingle here in the middle. So you're gonna get a little neutral right in the middle because you're got 2 complementary colors. So you're getting a little brown neutral in the middle. And let's see if we drop yellow in here. See how that yellow blooms? Now let's drop a little wisteria in the yellow and see what happens. They play really nicely together.
Love the blending in the middle, Carrie.
Yeah, the blending in the middle, it's making a nice neutral, kind of a tannish, browny neutral there in the middle. So it's
That's
very
cool.
pretty.
Thanks for showing that.
Yeah, those are both 2 of my go-to colors. That's why they're on my dot card. But yeah, I hadn't mixed those 2 together, I don't think, before, Ashley, so that was fun.
Carrie, is that phthalo blue or King's blue and cobalt teal blue in your painting? It's beautiful.
This is phthalo blue red shade and then the cobalt teal blue in this painting. And there's probably some indanthrone back in here for the darks, and carbazole violet for sure. Opera pink and some quin pink around there. And then pyrrole orange. I love pyrrole orange. And I like to always play with the complementary color schemes. So if I'm gonna have blue, I'll have orange. Just to make it a little more lively and to make it pop, and shine.
Awesome.
Do you want us to show all 4 frames, John, for like comparison?
That would be fantastic. And then if
Okay.
we have a little bit extra time, so anybody else that was painting along, that would be great.
Okay.
I have a color that we left out.
And you can show the color that we left out. That'd be great, Gabriel. And you can show the color that we left out. That'd be great, Gabriel.
There you go.
How about this one? Hematite. Violet genuine. Violet genuine.
Fantastic color, Gabrielle. I love that color.
And I'm working on just to show you the difference. So here's the colors we've been looking at, right? A lot of the violets and cool reds, right? And here we now have this wonderful purple hematite or violet hematite. And I'm painting on some tonal paper here. This paper, however you say it. And however you say it. Got this nice little study piece of this bird on this lantern. Nice.
Very nice.
Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Very nice.
Great silhouette. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Great silhouette. Very nice.
Also saw Gio worked on do you say it aubergine? We call it eggplant here in Philippines. In aubergine, we call it eggplant here in Philippines. Yeah.
Or
Oh, eggplant.
aubergine.
Yeah.
Aubergine.
Aubergine.
Oh, thank you. Is all the mixes, all the color in this day. I started with the first glaze with the cobalt violet deep and wisteria, and continues with the amethyst and the light with the titanium white, and all the queen fuchsia, queen rose, queen pinks, and little otter pinks glaze. All the mixings is the eggplant.
Very nice.
The dark is a carbazole violet, and the amethyst. Dark is
Wow.
and a little snowfall.
Wow.
Very cool. That'll go well with the chili.
Yeah, thank you.
That'll go well with the chili.
It makes me feel like it's a for Disney aubergine. I feel like
Yeah.
it's a for Disney aubergine.
Yeah, but the dark.
Okay. There's Ashley.
There we go. Here are the 4 frames,
Stella. Yep. Angela
and then
and Carrie. Very cool.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
thank you all for, it's interesting talking about the colors. It's one way of learning about them, and then seeing them is just really super powerful. So thank you for showing me different ways that they can be used. I like how each one of you drew out the colors and then how you use the colors. So thank you. Carrie, what do you do now that all these bulbs are going LED? I think you have filaments, don't you?
I know, I saved a lot of incandescent. It's really funny, you get criticized no matter what. And so someone emailed me and said they were upset that I was painting incandescent bulbs because they were harmful to the environment. And I said, it's okay. They're out of commission. They're in my still life box. But yeah, I'm saving them so that I always have some. I feel like it's one of those things, they've been around since our grandparents, great grandparents,
Yeah,
and it's kind of
yeah.
sad. It's a piece of history. So, and that's kind of why I started painting them, because they were being banned. And that was my first painting, was called Banned. I did one.
You're preserving the antiques.
Yes. I did want to mention I love glazing with opera pink on top of purples and reds. It's a great color to make things come to life once you glaze on top of it.
Awesome.
John,
Very nice.
I see Anna
Yes.
raised her hand.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Anna.
Hi, I just wanted to share. It's not art, but I'm very happy that you're doing this, John, to go through all the colors. I goofed a little bit, maybe the color. So I'm doing like swatch cards. And I thought we were starting with Alisane, but I think we start, this is the colors that I have. So
Yeah.
I am starting to do, like, I need to have a visual of all of them, and I am doing mass tone, and some of them I already started doing glazing, but I need to let them dry to do the glazing and gradient. And this is one of the things that I like, the dispersion thing, that the pushing that Carrie was also talking about. And it's super interesting. Like these colors over here, they just like push the whole thing, but these are more restrained. And so I'm liking that. And I'm doing some symbols for light fastness and granulation and all that. So I am very happy that you're doing this, because I can go along and just fill in and get all.
Awesome.
This is like this is a student grade paper and just like a sketchbook, but I will be doing them in nicer paper. But I'm really enjoying this and seeing the wonderful colors, how everybody applies. Oh my goodness. Angela and
Beautiful
Stella
job.
and Carrie and Ashley. I just love what everybody did. So I'm happy to start here and then go to the next step. So that's
Very,
all I
very
wanted to
nice.
share.
Thank
Anna,
you
that's
so much.
awesome.
It is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you, Anna. And
Very
John,
cool.
we got Erkin messaged me if he could also share his work.
Sure. Yes.
There. Erkin, go ahead.
Wow.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
And this is my painting. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago in the meeting, I made this. I used Pyrrole red, opera pink, Hanzo yellow medium, lavender, and other shades of blues for this painting. In today's session, we talk about pink opera only.
Yep, opera pink.
Evet, opera pink exists in my palette. Others are not today's subject.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
very
love the
welcome.
birds.
Yeah, the
Thank you so
violet.
much.
Your sunset's beautiful too.
Mhm.
This is
Very nice.
this is a photo I took, I think 2 or 3 years ago in Istanbul. The inspiration is from this photo. Because since I love to paint seascapes mostly, I use mostly blue shades.
Yeah. It's one of my
Wow.
favorite places,
If it's
Istanbul.
suitable, I can show another painting of mine from sharing my screen, laptop screen.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Just saw Mark shared this on screen, John.
Oh, that's nice, Mark.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mark.
seeing some of the colors, like for instance here, Quinn Lilac, which is it's just one of those colors you wanna marry. It's so beautiful. And mixed with some Verdita blue, and it gives these lovely deep purples that come between them. The other nice, interesting thing is that I got Quinn Burnt Orange here, and mixed it with some purpurite. And Quinn Burnt is quite strong, but when you mix it with the purpurite, you can see it can mute it quite a bit. But because the purpurite is nice and granularly, you still get the purple coming through as well. So that makes a nice earth kind of tone for landscapes and that kind of thing. And then, just like Ashley said, Imperial Purple, it's just something that you just got to have. It should come with your taxes or something like that. And I mixed that with Nickel Azo Yellow, which is a nice, strong yellow. And it gives you a deep, deep, dark brown. And also, if you go more into the purple side, it also tones it down a bit and gives it a nice mix.
Very
and then the
nice.
last one is Carbazole Violet, which is so nice and strong. It's one of those high chroma colors I just love. And mixed it with organic vermilion, and you can see the colors that come through. I'm for loss of words in this one. It's just beautiful.
That one looks like a nebula, like a
It does.
That's
really
I was
cool.
thinking of calling this my celestial.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did.
very
Beautiful.
cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. I just
This
love it.
this is why we find it so hard to choose our favorite colors. There's so many favorite colors.
I have to double check my card now.
Very cool.
John, would you like us to have
Thanks.
all frames together? I think they will all look lovely
Sure,
together.
that'd be great.
Okay.
We do that.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, carries, and I'm gonna include the Disney-ish aubergine. There. Who else did we miss? We have Stella's and then Mark's and Anna's.
And Angela,
Angela is there. Anna's swatch. Can you show it on
There was
screen, Anna?
There was Gabriel and Anna.
And Gabriel is here. And Anna Candelas and Erkins and last.
And
oh,
Erkin.
I cannot add. I can only do 7 at a time. Maximum 7. This is as far as we can go.
Oh, okay.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, Angela, that looks so beautiful.
It does.
Yes.
They all look great. You all did a great job. Thank you very, very much. It really brings it home how to use the colors, and you did it so quickly. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. It was great seeing you today. I hope you can join tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you, and thank you for joining today. Next week, I will join you from Germany.
Stay warm, John.
Yeah.
John, we have
Oh, Edinburgh.
enjoy Scotland.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow,
I'm sorry?
please all come and join us. Tomorrow is Stella. Our very own Stella will be on.
Stella.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Hello.
Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
So,
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank